Hi, this is Kathy. In this video, I'm going to talk about Google Scholar, Google Translate, and how you can use Google for definitions, calculations, and conversions. So I did a search for Google Scholar, and this was the most relevant site that Google found, which this is a great place to start. This is the most relevant to me. And I'm going to click About Google Scholar because this gives you a little bit of information about Google Scholar. So this is actually not a bad place to start. Google keeps a database of scholarly journals and articles called Google Scholar. It allows you to do some research online using Google that are of a more scholarly nature. Many times you can find these same sites with a regular search, but they're kind of buried deep in the search. So if you are looking for a scholarly article, you might want to try Google Scholar. You can also do legal searches with Google Scholar. So here's a search button. You can click search here. So this is giving you some more information. I'm going to click Search Scholar. So you have the Google logo, Scholar, and this is where you type what you want to look for. And here it's saying that it's going to search for articles, and you can have articles that have to do with patents. And this is where you can search for law. And then here are some other options within Google Scholar. So this would be an advanced search similar to what you saw in some of my other videos. I'm going to search Google Apps for Business. So here it found Google Apps for Business. I'm going to click there and I'm going to click the search button. It found 37,000 results. Notice in the search results that this first item is not clickable and there's the word citation here. That means that you can't find this article online. But if you click here, it tells you who it's cited by and you may be able to find it that way. Okay, so on this one, this is a PDF file and it tells you where it's from. This was a book. Here are other ways to narrow your search. If I want to search since 2014, I'll click there. And now I have 14,100 results, so that narrowed it down a little bit. Now I'm going to talk about Google Translate. The Google Translate site is translate.google.com. I typed some text in this box here. I'm using Google Translate to translate this text into Spanish. Second column, I'm going to click Spanish, and here it translated it. So if you're working in a business environment and you have some foreign customers, you may be able to use Google Translate to your advantage. Or perhaps somebody sends you an email and it's in Spanish or another language. These are all the languages that you can translate, which is great. You can copy and paste it and put it in here and choose the language in this column. And then over here, you would choose English and then you would translate it. It's as easy as that. You can also translate an entire web page. To do that, put the web page that you like to translate in the first column and then choose the language. So I type MiraCosta.edu and then English. There's also a detect language option, but I clicked English just to be safe. And then over here, I'm going to click Spanish and then translate. All right, so here it says translate from English to Spanish. It's showing the translation now, and I can switch to the original. Now, because of the way web pages are coded, there may be parts of a page that aren't going to be translated. So up here, this is all translated. This menu bar is translated, and this is not. This could be an image, and then here's some text that's translated. Again, down here, this is translated, but this is not. This is not. So again, it depends on how the web page is coded that will determine your results, but I think it's pretty cool. To translate a Google file, open the file, click Tools, Translate Document. It gives it a name. It'll take the file name and add the word translated copy of. Choose a language and click Translate. Translates the document and opens it up. So that's pretty amazing how quickly that happened. There are other things you can do with the Google search engine as well. You can look up definitions, you can perform calculations. It's pretty awesome. You could do math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You can use advanced math functions. When you want to look something up, you can type what is and then the word or words that you want to search. So what is MiraCosta? Wow, I got a lot of results. What is MiraCosta College? In quotes. Fewer results. So adding those quotes helps to narrow down the search. What is business? A lot of search results. You need to find ways to narrow it. You can also use define and type a word or keywords. This found some local businesses. Google Apps for Business. Let's see what that definition is. Google Apps for Work. Google Apps for Work is actually an application that a company would pay for their employees to use Google, and they can transfer their email through Google, but it will have their company address. So I think that you'll find this helpful to use define or what is to find out more about something. You never have to put a question mark at the end. It's like asking a question without putting a question mark. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to perform a calculation. Let's just start with something simple. How about 2 times 5? A calculator shows, and there's your answer right there. So what if you have multiple operators? Let's do 2 plus 5 times 10 and click search or press enter. Okay, notice right here it put the parentheses around the 5 times 10 because there's an order of operations for math and multiplication is done before addition. So Google figured this out for you, which was cool. You also could have typed it like this: 2 plus 5 times 10. If you want to do the addition first, you would have to put that in parentheses. 2 plus 5 in parentheses times 10. And notice you get a different answer. So it's important that you know the order of operations for math. You can also ask Google to convert a unit of measure. Okay, let's say you'd like to convert a pounds to ounces. For instance, 3 pounds in ounces. So here it says 3 pounds equals 48 ounces. Pretty cool, right? Let's say you want to find the value of pi. Just type pi and it gives you the answer in the calculator. How about how to calculate 5 times 5? You can use the word times. You don't even have to use the arithmetic operator. There you go. I love it. Let's say you'd like to convert 1 mile per hour to kilometers per hour. Type that in the search bar, click search. So for 1 mile, that equals 1.60934 kilometers. If you need some help with order of operations, you can do a Google search, type define space order of operations, and here's the definition of it right here. So there's an acronym, PEMDAS, which some of you may have learned this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which stands for parentheses. So that means that parentheses comes first, exponents, multiplication and division, and then last, addition and subtraction. There may be times in business when you need to do some quick math. Maybe you don't have a calculator handy or your calculator won't answer the questions that you need. Try Google. Try the define, or you can just type a calculation up in the address bar. That works for many calculations as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.